Hello. There is a news report called Reality Check, and it's by Ben Swann of Fox 19 WXIX in Cincinnati. And in this particular reality check, he was investigating the Staff Sergeant Robert Bales' mass killing of Afghani civilians. And he's reporting on a military information cover-up. Excuse me. Now, according to the U.S. military, they have a better understanding of the case, but according to the attorney for Bales, they're withholding evidence. Ben Swann reports that the military is telling people that Bales and Bales alone is the one who perpetrated the massacre while drunk. The military report doesn't match up with Afghani reports or eyewitness reports. An independent report by the Afghani parliament says that up to 20 soldiers were involved, based on interviews with witnesses. In 2 days, they spoke to families, tribal leaders, and survivors, and also collected evidence. Some of the evidence they collected was the attack lasted 1 hour. There were 2 separate groups of U.S. soldiers. There were 2 villages, 1.5 kilometers apart, which is almost a mile. Now, the military updated their account later on and says that Bales returned to the base after the first attack and then stepped out again, both times returning unnoticed. Now, 2 American officials leaked that information anonymously, and the problem with anonymous information is it cannot be verified. But this is common practice within the press. So, the story goes, Sergeant Bales walked to one village, a round trip of 2 kilometers, killed and burned the bodies of dead civilians, then walked back, left again, walked another round trip of 2 kilometers, made another attack, and walked to the base without being noticed. John Henry Brown, the Bales attorney, says he's facing an information blackout by military preventing him from putting together a defense. He's attempted to interview injured civilians in a Kandahar hospital, but was denied access, and the U.S. government told him he would have to coordinate with the prosecution. The next day, the prosecution interviewed civilians without Brown's team. Then they were released to disappear into the Afghan wilderness. Not only were these civilians interviewed without Brown's team, shortly after, Brown found out that there was no contact info for these civilians. Also, their medical records were in possession of the government, making it nearly impossible to verify anything the prosecution will say they found. To make matters worse, the prosecution is withholding the entire investigative file. So, whether Sergeant Bales acted alone or not, something's fishy here. Thank you.